EA Sports. He's in the game. Welcome to College Ultimate Team. As the new athletic director,
welcome everyone to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. A neutral site matchup here today with fans from both sides filling the stadium. It's the Oklahoma Sooners against the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt here in the booth, and joined on the field by Holly Rowe. Hello, Holly.
Coach Venables told me before the game, this is a fun matchup here today for conference bragging rights. The SEC versus the ACC. These are two teams and two conferences that are always trying to get chippy, talk about who is the more dominant league. They'll have a chance to prove it here on the field today. Both coaches say they want to dominate at the line of scrimmage and show just who is the more physical league. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. Excellent work by the coverage team he's brought down after just a short return. The Sooners offense comes onto the field for the first time today. We are pumped up for today's Cotton Bowl. This building has provided so many memorable moments, so much drama in the CFP era, Joel. Hoping for another classic today.
yeah, you think about great Cotton Bowls. Johnny Manziel, remember him running around against Oklahoma.
It's caught. He's got room. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to be a quarterback run designed by the play, but the ability to improvise, get on the outside, and move those chains. What a beautiful job.
He's running out of time here. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. That play moves the ball across midfield to be set up with a first down at the 41.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center, guard. Getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
The Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
And now the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Defense is coming after him. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. And they'll make the tackle, but he'll bring up fourth down. They are in field goal range. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? They stop at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Miami's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And the single back. Nobody's lost the ball. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Takes it all the way back for a pick six. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This group is so good. You try to force the ball against this group, they are going to step in front and pick it off. But here's what I really love. Look at all of these guys. All 10 players that don't have the ball. They're looking for blocks, trying to put it in the end zone. That's exactly what they do.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's caught. It's gone. The 8-yard completion makes it 2nd and 2. The opportunity for the play caller here to be a little bit aggressive. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They were not going to catch him that time.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found a lane, and so this drive is going to begin with good field position. Scanning the field. It's Mateer. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. The RPO caught to the right. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Grab behind the line. It's Sategna. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Recognition on the outside. These corners are so smart. Look at him recognize what's going on. He's able to get in the backfield, and that's a huge tackle for loss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw yet again. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. To the air. It's Mateer. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, and he'll be dropped behind the line. A sack.
Well, it's tough for a quarterback on third and long, but they just don't get the protection right here. There's nobody open. The offense is not executing at a high level. They need to get routes right at the stick so the quarterback can get the ball out of his hands.
And the Sooners will have to punt this one away. They'll kick it away here. And that's a great punt. Goes out of bounds down near the goal line. They'll spot it there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Defense ears pinned back. They tackle him right there at the 3.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front 7. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the same runner's got it again. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a target, and it's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
No mystery who they're looking to on third down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy first down.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Vaughn. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
And he drops it. Can you believe it?
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Football comes out. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
This is something I'm so impressed with by this defense is their ability to attack the football. Not just the ball carrier, but the football itself. And here they jar it loose, and they're able to recover this fumble moving the other direction.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
Looking to throw. It's Mateer. The receiver grabs it, and he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's Harris. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Chris, I'm pretty sure this quarterback saw the outside leverage of the defense, and he knew he could work inside with the inside receiver. The key here for the receiver is you've got to attack the inside shoulder of the defender, and if you do that, it's almost impossible to defend. That's a good completion and an easy throw for the quarterback.
1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Grab down the middle. It's Sategna. Touchdown, Sooners. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
What I love about this throw is that it is on time. And when you're on time, you can complete the ball in tight windows. You can allow for yards after the catch, all of it. And here, they're able to get the completion for the touchdown. Beautiful job by this quarterback.
And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. What a catch! That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. A deep shot to the left side. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. And that PI call is going to give them one more untimed play in the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete. Tried for a big play there as time runs out in the first half.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
The Sooners will kick it off to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. First play of the second half is a handoff. Making people miss. Goes out of bounds, but a solid gain. He's just short of the 40.
Great read by the quarterback in the RPO game. Run pass option. He's reading the defender on the outside, and as soon as that defender defends the pass, he's going to hand the football off. Look at the crease. Beautiful play, and an easy pickup for this offense.
On first down, it's play action. Receiver makes the catch. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. And they finally feature their elite wide receiver. We've been wondering, Joe, where is this guy? They haven't looked to him that much. May need to make the play to make up this deficit.
And, Chris, I will give this defense credit because they have rolled their coverage over the top of this great wide receiver. But as a quarterback, you're down in this game. Now it's the second half. At some point, you just got to say, I got to go down with my best. You got to target him, and you got to target him often. Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
And the single back takes the handoff, going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Bringing pressure. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. It's not enough for a first down. It'll be fourth down and 1.
That's a solid tackle by this defense, just short of the marker, but inside of 2 yards, I think you're going to go for this if you're the offense. I would certainly be aggressive here on fourth down.
The Canes will line up to punt it away. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Here's the handoff. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And here's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Hansen. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
The Sooners will have first and 10 here. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
These linebackers are so fast. Watch them right here get behind the line of scrimmage. It's a big tackle for loss, and now the offense is behind the chains.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To throw, it's Mateer. Looking deep to the right side. And the receiver wide open for an easy catch. He goes out of bounds, close to the 25.
Chris, I love it when a play caller is putting the game in the hands of his playmakers, and he's clearly doing that with this quarterback and the guys surrounding the quarterback. He is such a good reader of defenses, and he plays on time. He throws the ball accurately, and when you do all of those things with a coordinator that likes to be aggressive,
he's got space. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
That's a great run and a big pickup in the RPO, the run-pass option. This defense is going to have to shift their focus. They're clearly too concerned with the passing game. You've got to stop the run first if you're going to have a chance in this game.
And the Sooners trying to cash in here in the red zone. And then first down, right back to the running game. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
As we hit the quarter break, Oklahoma has the lead. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They're going to run it here. Well, the power run is stuffed. Barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What a job by the big fellas up front. To be able to run the football in this field position, you've got to have an offensive line that can just overpower the defensive line. That's a beautiful feeling as a quarterback, as a running back, and as a play caller. You got 5 guys up front that are just winning.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Looking for some space. It's Fletcher. He's got some space. Look out. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, Chris, we knew explosive plays were going to play a huge part in this game, and here the field is totally flipped on the RPO, the run-pass option. Great read from this quarterback. He gives it to his back, and you can see once the lane is there, he's got great explosiveness in the open field, and it's a huge gain for the offense.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
They look to throw it here on second down. Here comes the pressure. Oh, and he swarmed quickly. It's a sack.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football, and thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
Here comes 3rd and long, trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Coming after him. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Just a disappointing set of downs right there. But with the clock where it's at, Chris, they can get the ball back. Maybe they're going to punt this ball away and rely on their defense. Try to get another series.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own side. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And he goes out of bounds just short of the 40.
I like the completion for a first down, but they've got to get going. It's a 3-possession game. They've got to get down the field in a hurry.
The Hurricanes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Jacobs. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Man, seeing a passing game in rhythm is so fun to watch. And here, this quarterback is clearly in rhythm, playing with a lot of confidence. And he gets this ball all the way down the field. It's a nice play by the wide receiver. It's just great execution all the way around.
Looking to throw it again. The pocket breaking down. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Chris, in this situation down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
That's a nice read by the quarterback on the RPO. But, Chris, the key to that, as we know, is the offensive line not going downfield. Credit those big guys up front holding their water.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, the pocket collapsing. He escapes the pocket, but not the rush. It'll be a short loss. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. So now Miami will use their first timeout. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
So getting nothing on first down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Great defense here and really good timing, because anytime you're going to bat that ball away, there's always a chance you're going to arrive too early and create a pass interference. But here the defender times it perfectly, swats it away for an incompletion.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, they can't punt here. They can't guarantee that they get this ball back if they kick it away. So here it is. Here's the game. It's 4th down. Got to convert.
Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. He's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Caught in the end zone. They throw for the score.
What an incredible catch in traffic. The contested catch in the end zone. You can see why this quarterback has so much trust in this wide receiver. If I had this guy, I'd throw it into double coverage as well. He is so strong at the catch point, and here he goes and grabs that thing for a touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stop for no gain. Excellent tackle. Now the Canes will go ahead and spend their 2nd timeout here. A decision to make here. What are they going to do on this 2nd down? On 2nd and 10, they need a gain here to prevent a 3rd and very long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Hurricanes will call their 3rd and final timeout. Chance to talk over what they're going to call here on 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he's got it from 58 yards away, never in doubt.
What a weapon he is to roll out there and hit this massive bomb. I tell you, as a quarterback, that is just such a relief knowing that you don't have to get that ball inside of the 30-yard line for field goal range. All you've got to do is get it close to the 40, and you can trot your guy out there for a kick.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made by the tight end. They tackle him at the 38. Solid game. Nice play there.
That's a nice pickup, and I love stopping the clock. Now a couple more of those get you into field goal range.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. Another first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, this is such a frustrating play for a defense. They do everything right. Coverage unit covers everybody up. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet this quarterback is able to get loose, use his athleticism, and stay ahead of the chains. He makes the offense right, even when the defense is doing its job.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over. And that will do it for our coverage here. Thanks for joining us. For Joel Platt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.